What, if Larry Bird can play in the NBA today?
Yeah.
I don't think Larry Bird could play in the NBA today.
But why?
Too slow.
Why? Because he's white.
No, Luka Doncic is white.
He's slow too.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I just don't think Larry Bird could do it. I don't think he's athletic enough. The game's too athletic.
Jeremy's
too
got something to
now.
say. I can see it in his
I'm
eyes.
just thinking. I don't know. Well, because the game from when he was playing is a lot different.
Yeah,
Like back then, it was a lot harder. I feel
yeah,
like.
it was a lot more physical.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It was difficult in its own way, just like the NBA today is
Right. Yeah.
difficult in its own way. It is. The game has changed. Just watching it. But
I feel it's a lot faster now, though, too.
yeah.
Yeah, Larry Bird.
So I don't know if you
But
go to keep up when it's faster, though.
But like they don't have like traditional. I mean, a few guys like you got like Embiid and stuff that like these traditional big
Centers, yeah.
That's true.
But Larry Bird played all around. He could play 5 positions. He could play the point.
That's a good point,
well
though, too.
As he could play down low, and so he had a good jump shot. He had good court vision. He was slow, so he made up for it with his positioning on the court and knowing where all his teammates are at. I mean, you look at his highlight reels. This guy's throwing passes without even looking. He's just tossing that stuff behind his head,
That's because he's hoping and praying it goes where he wants it to.
You're out of your
These
mind,
guys
Jeff.
weren't that athletic back then. Nowadays, they're going to swat
They
that.
were athletic.
They're going to swat the like, man, get that 1970 out of here.
No way. I think Larry Bird, would he be like as dominant as he was back when he played?
I feel like he
Maybe
could.
not,
I feel
but-
like he could maybe play, but he's not going to be as dominant.
He'll be
But
like
he
a
also-
bench player.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No way.
Yeah.
A bench player?
Bench. He'll be lucky to hold down the 13th man spot.
No way. You're so drunk, dude.
I don't drink, man.
I think that Larry Bird would be definitely starting. I don't think he'd be like top 5 players. Like he'd probably be like a good player and a starting 5, and he would adjust his game based on how people are playing.
Would he
That's a good
won the
point.
titles that he did in the 80s now? Would he be able to win the titles now that he did in the 80s?
He might be able to, depending on what team he's on.
As a star player, I'm saying.
I don't know. I think he would definitely score double digits.
Would he be a star player or would he be a supporting player?
No, he'd be a star player.
An all-star. First team All-NBA.
First team, I don't know, maybe, but he would definitely be a star on his team.
I don't know.
I think he would. There's guys that are worse than him that are star players.
Like who?
I don't know. So, didn't someone say something about no defense? And we were like,
Yeah.
well, what about James Harden?
Yeah. Well, James Harden doesn't have defense, and people make fun of him for it.
All right, and is he an all-star?
He is.
I rest my case.
But is he a player you want to build your team around?
Teams have.
Yeah, and they go out in the first round.
Okay, and I think Larry Bird's had better defense than him. You got no arguments other than you just don't like that he's old, even though you're probably the same age as him now.
No, he's up there, man. He's about 70-something now.
Say, I'm gonna look right now because I'm curious.
I think
He's like
yeah,
67.
He's old.
He's old.
Yeah, when did he even stop playing? That's another question.
Like
He is
1987.
66 years old.
His back was messed up.
He's 6'9". He stopped.
The hick from French Lick.
He's ugly.
Why are you judging the man like that, dude?
I'm sorry.
Wikipedia isn't
He
loaded, so
probably
I can't
knows
tell you
it
when he
too.
stopped playing.
I'm pretty sure
Someone's
he
gonna be
does.
like, "Yeah, he's ugly, but he's got way more money than you."
And he got way finer, dude.
And that's pretty much the way social media is these days.
That's okay.
Looks like you've stopped in 91-92 season was his last one.
Really?
Yeah.